Good afternoon, podcast family. This is Terry L. Dismore bringing you another episode of Health, Wellness, Love, and Joy to the entire family. I'd like to discuss today a little bit about purpose. We all, regardless of whether you have identified your purpose in life, your passion in life, we all have a purpose. And when we're working in that purpose, everything seems to flow. Everything seems to be better. I like learning one thing new every single day that has to do with my purpose. And my purpose is spreading understanding, enjoyment in life, encouragement to do the things that you need to do to not only help you and your family, but to help others as well. And one of the things that I have learned recently, when you have given all you have to give, you have done all that you know how to do, then what you do is you stand in that and you don't let anybody take you out of that. You can only give what you have to give. So take a time and take a breath and breathe in and breathe out, because you have to fill your cup up. If you're giving more than you're receiving, this is when we get into crisis and illness mode. And as the late Maya Angelou said, when you learn better, you do better. And when you learn better and you're doing better, then teach someone else, helping the people in your community. Listen, you only get to live this life one time. This is it. You make the rules. Be the star in your own life. When you learn things to help you and your family, you're helping everybody. The better that you are, the better that everyone becomes by being in your presence. You have the right to take care of you. You have the right to prioritize you. You have the right to be the best you that you can be. Let's cleanse ourselves of always trying to do something to help someone and it's not being received. You give it, it is up to them to receive it and to use it. So you are a product of thought. So we want to make sure that we do not allow negative thoughts to come into our system at all. Don't look at it. Don't hear it. Don't speak it. Don't see it. And certainly don't say it. The more we program a negative thought into a positive thought, the better off we are. That negativity keeps you from working in your purpose, in your passion, what you have been called to do. Don't linger in the past. When you know you've done all that you can do, let the past be in the past, unless, as one of my mentors told me, make the corrections and move on. Oh, yes. When I was working in school as a teacher, we always self-reflected on the year. And we said, what could we have done to do better than we did the year before? But once you do that, then you leave the past in the past and you stay in the present moment. The present moment takes care of your future. I will say that again. The present moment takes care of your future. And I heard somebody else say something. Sometimes someone can say something and it resonates with you. This was very simple. He says, you don't know what you know, what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, but it is the other person and your responsibility to figure out the knowing part. So don't put yourself on a chopping block of blame, of envy, unforgiveness. You deserve love, peace, happiness, because this is your life and you only get to live it once. So once you have acknowledged that, and once you've done the best that you have done, please forgive yourself. I talk a lot about forgiving others, but make sure you forgive yourself. And do not linger there. Love is one of the greatest gifts that we have been given. So let's experience more love, more happiness. We have all just come out of a pandemic. It is time to love one another. And if you're having a bad day, then go get into your private space, into your prayer closet, into your corner, wherever you need to be. I go within. I love listening to positivity. I pray, I meditate, I do deep breathing, I dance. The point is, don't stay in that space. I only am going to think happy thoughts because I am a happy person. Do not let anyone have you feeling bad about the way you are. You are all made in the image of Christ. Of course, we're not always perfect, but we strive to work toward perfection. And once you continue to do that and you're doing all that you can, would you please take your arms with me now and put them around yourself? You know, my granddaughter always gives me an air hug. We do it together before we hang up on the call. And I can see her on the virtual call, and she puts her hands together and she's like hugging me. Just feel that. Breathe into that. Feel the power that you have in love. Close your eyes and feel that. Hug yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. Put your name in there. So I'm going to say, Terry, I love you. Now you repeat it with your name and look in the mirror and mean it. If you have to say it 10 times, then you say it 10 times until you believe it. You are worthy of love. We have all been through a lot this year. But if you are left here out of over 600 plus thousand people gone on the planet, then you were left for a reason. Now, I don't know what your reason is, but I hope that you find out what it is, because that reason will help us all. So I want to extend a huge thank you for continuing to listen to my podcast. This is one of positivity today, completely, succinctly, and never going back into that negative mode. We want to stay healthy and well. Well, here's a way to stay healthy and well. You do the best you can and learn one thing so that you can learn that to be able to help somebody else. Just one thing today. So podcast, I would love to hear from you. Tell me what that one thing that you learned today that was positive that can help everyone. Let me know. You can always contact me at terrydismore@gmail.com. And of course, you know that my website has changed. It is now terrytalks.net. Yes, I couldn't get a .com or .net. I want to wish you the very best for you and your family, and keeping you in prayer as you keep me in prayer. I love you, podcast family. Thank you for listening. We'll talk real soon.